I'm gonna make a prediction, and I don't care how people feel. Jalen Hurts will be not only Super Bowl MVP this year. Oh yeah, I'm calling it because again, I got all the receipts. I got all the receipts. Um, Chris Sims out here running his mouth again. You know, Chris Sims. So let me ask you a question, dude. Did you get that playbook that John Gruden sent you? Because you were struggling when you couldn't pronounce a simple call. Chris Sims is the biggest clown that ever walked on the face of the media. He's the biggest joke that's ever walked as the face of a media. Because who the hell was Chris Sims to even come out? And first of all, why are you making quarterback lists, man? And what I don't understand is, right, you got all these people that want to list their quarterbacks. They put these certain quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. It's like they can never give Jalen his respect. And when he wins another Super Bowl, they're going to sit there and cry and talk about, well, you have everything around you. No, bro, you can't do that. Because now they have us going 11-6. I saw Fox having us going 11-6. Really. We're going to lose 6 games. I mean, the disrespect is crazy. Everybody's putting Jalen Hurts out of the top 5. The man is a Super Bowl MVP, for Christ's sakes. Because he's not out here throwing 40,000 yards and everything. But let me tell you something, man. This is the year where he's going to do it. Jalen Hurts is going to show everybody again that he can throw the ball. He's already looking sharp in training camp. I'm sorry, OTAs. But you got Chris Sims out here with his goofball looking ass making a prediction. Dude, you couldn't get a playbook right. John Gruden had to dumb it down for you. He had to slow his words down for you to understand a simple call that was in the huddle, and you couldn't get it right. But you're over there trying to list your quarterbacks, man. And then you got guys like Jaden Daniels above him. How the hell is Jaden Daniels above Jalen Hurts? Jaden Daniels is a loser last time I checked. Jaden Daniels lost an NFC championship to Jalen. Make that make sense for me. You got Justin Herbert above him. How is Justin Herbert better than Jalen Hurts? Justin Herbert is a choke artist, and he's an absolute overrated quarterback, in my opinion. The man chokes in big games. This is the second coach he's gone through, and he can't even win a playoff game. I mean, come on. It's absolute nonsense that these clowns come out here and put guys like Justin Herbert and all these other quarterbacks that don't win nothing. Because let's someone check. Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts were only 2 in the Super Bowl. And why is Chris Sims don't have Patrick? I've seen 2 lists so far today that don't even have Patrick Mahomes in the top 5. Patrick Mahomes ain't the top 5 quarterback? Come on, man. Y'all run around here just making dumb lists, don't know what you're talking about. You're putting guys like Justin Herbert, but you don't even got Patty Mahomes in that list, man. Make that make sense for me. Y'all just be this. Some of y'all just need to go back to Fortnite and leave football talk alone for people who can actually be grown and mature and actually know what they're talking about. I mean, come on, bro. You got guys like fucking C.J. Stroud above Jalen. C.J. Stroud was trash and was an absolute had a downgrade from what he was in his rookie year. And you putting guys above him that they're not even close, like Bo Nix above him. Y'all crazy, man. But it's cool. You know, it's going to be hilarious when Jalen wins another one. Because I'm telling you one thing about Jalen. I know who my quarterback is. I've been saying all along, I will take Jalen Hurts. And people tell me, well, you want to take him over Josh Allen? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. All day. You want to know why? Because he wins. And Josh Allen can't win. Josh Allen is Jim Kelly without the Super Bowl appearances. Josh Allen will be a Jim Kelly That's what he will be. He'll go to 4 Super Bowls if he ever gets there, and he'll lose to them, to the same team. Or he's a Phil Rivers. We got to be realistic, man. We got to stop putting quarterbacks that don't even belong in the same category. Jalen Hurts is better than C.J. Stroud. Jalen Hurts is better than Jaden Daniels has not made to a Super Bowl. If your quarterback has not made to a Super Bowl, you're not above my quarterback. You're not. I don't care how many stats you have. I like wins. And I keep on telling these guys that want to come on here because they love talking about, oh, I'll debate anybody. But it's like, you won't debate me because all I got to say is Justin Herbert's never won a playoff game. He threw 4 picks. And it was an absolute joke. But y'all want to run around here and put guys like Justin Herbert above him, man. If you don't go sit down, it's a joke, man. These lists are a joke. Chris Sims a joke. You're nothing like your dad. Your daddy won Super Bowls. You never won shit. You were the dude that got bounced out after team after team after team. They put you in the janitor office, man. They decided that you were better off cleaning toilets and sinks rather than actually be a quarterback for the league for a team. They'd rather you be mopping the floor than actually you making a quarterback list. Because your list is so bad, just like your career as a backup, as a journeyman. Chris Sims is a dope. I don't know why I don't even know why we keep posting about him. I see Eagle pages keep posting about why are we giving this man time? When has Chris Sims ever been reliable? And see, I didn't want to talk about this, but every time I see an Eagles, someone posts it from the Eagles community, it's like, bro, why are we giving Chris Sims any airtime? That man don't even deserve airtime. He doesn't deserve half of my time. But this is about Jalen Hurts, man. Jalen Hurts will have an MVP year. All the haters talk about he can't throw the ball. Okay. All right. He didn't need to. And he will win another Super Bowl. The disrespect is crazy, man. It really is. It really is sad. You can never give this quarterback credit. And it's unfortunate. Because all this kid does is win. Because you can't admit you were wrong. You were wrong to say that he couldn't throw the ball. You had guys like, you had other guys above him. Yet these guys don't go to Super Bowls. Josh Allen don't go to Super Bowls. Lamar don't go to Super Bowls. Lamar is about to be 30 years old soon. And he can't even get past it. Can't get to a Super Bowl, man. When's Lamar going to get to a Super Bowl? That's what I just want to know. When's he going to get to a Super Bowl? When's the excuse going to run out for him? The man is 28 years old and still can't get past an AFC Championship game. Struggles in wild cards. He's Donovan McNabb without just the Super Bowl appearance, man. Chokes in big games. Can't get it done. I've been saying all along, the Ravens will never, and I mean never, win a Super Bowl Lamar. He doesn't have it. Lamar is an absolute choke artist, man. But y'all want to run around here and give him more passes. How many more passes you got to give him? Tell me he has nothing around him. Stop it, man. They've been building around this kid since the day he walked in as a Raven, man. And he's done nothing but choke. Throw picks. Fumble the ball. And y'all run around here putting guys like him above Jalen, man. Who's he beaten, by the way? Outplayed, by the way. Lamar has bad decision making. It's not a smart decision maker. He will never be Jalen Hurts level. Y'all could stop it. Because when it came to the playoffs, where was Lamar? Where was Josh? Oh, okay. Them boys weren't there, right? But I saw my quarterback there. I saw my quarterback there, though. My quarterback delivered. Your quarterbacks didn't. I didn't see Jane Daniels there because if I can remember right, just just make sure my memory was foggy, he got 55 ass whooping. If I remember right, he went home. He didn't go no Super Bowl. So why do you have him above Jalen Hurts? Why do you have guys like Josh Allen, who's another big choke artist? The excuse need to stop running out for him too. These guys that they want to say is elite, they ain't elite. They overrated. Because they got a big arm? I don't care. Show me how many Super Bowls have you been to? None. You can't tell me. Because I haven't seen Josh Allen hold Lombardi. I saw Jalen though. And he's only 26 years old doing this. He's been to a Super Bowl at 24. He's been to the Super Bowl at 26. He's been nothing but in the playoffs, man. If you were going to list Jalen Hurts, one thing you could say, he's been consistently in the playoffs. He's never missed no playoffs since he's been an Eagle quarterback, starting. He's been in the playoffs. Every year, Jalen Hurts is in the playoffs. Every year, he's in the playoffs. Every year, he's in the NFC Championship game. Well, not every year, but when he gets there, he wins. Why are these other quarterbacks struggling still? Why can't they do what Jalen does? Because they can't win. Bunch of Donovan McNabs and bunch of Jim Kellys and a bunch of who else you want to put above them? Who else you want to? Who else? O'Donnell's? Like who? Come on, man. You got guys like C.J. Stroud above him, man. They could try to compare Bo Nix's rookie year to Jalen Hurts' season, man. Are you serious right now? It's a joke, dude. It's disrespectful. It's absolutely distasteful. It's not right. And you should be ashamed of yourself. Chris Sims should not make another list. Go study John Gruden's playbook. Ask John Gruden the play that you couldn't memorize. And stop making quarterback lists, bro. Your quarterback list is so bad, just like your play as a quarterback in the league. Terrible. Instead of worrying about quarterbacks list, Chris Sims, let me give you advice. Go ask John Gruden and ask him for the play that you couldn't memorize when you had to call a huddle and you couldn't because you struggled. Why did Tony run for what? Why did Tony run for what? But you out here making a quarterback list, hating on the quarterback that's better than you. You will never beat Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts wins. You're nothing like your father. And I'm surprised Phil Simms hasn't even disowned you yet. You're like his stepchild, man. You ain't his son. How you his son, but you never won a Super Bowl? But you belong to Chris. You belong in the Sims family. He's the outcast. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Marino don't have a Super Bowl MVP. Marino's been to a Super Bowl though. So again, shut up. This is the clown shit I don't want. Oh, I get. Yes, skeleton. I agree. But Marino's been to a Super Bowl. Marino just played against a really great Joe Montana in the 49ers. Why is people blowing me up? Hold on, and put this on the stove. Not my face. Stop blowing me up. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that. I didn't mean to go off on you, Skeleton. I thought it was a clown in the conversation. Marino's been to a Super Bowl, though. Marino's just lost to a better quarterback, man. And that was Joe Montana and that 49ers team. But he's been to a Super Bowl. Josh Allen's never been to a Super Bowl. Josh Allen's never been to a Super Bowl. Dan Marino faced Joe Montana in the Super Bowl. He didn't win it, but he faced him. And he got smoked, but he faced them. Josh Allen's never been to a Super Bowl. Lamar's never been to a Super Bowl. You see the difference? So when you got guys like saying Dan Marino. Okay, cool. Dan Marino's been to a Super Bowl. He's been in a Super Bowl. Have some context before you talk. You don't believe me? Go watch you on YouTube. Type in NFL Classics, Dan Marino versus Joe Montana. They have a loser mentality. Absolutely. Josh and Lamar don't have a winner mentality. No. But yet they put guys above them. They put guys that they're not even qualified. Jalen Hurts, in his playoffs, has 2 NFC Championship games and won both of them. 2 Super Bowl appearances, won one and lost one. Been in the wild card both times. And yet they put guys that I think some of them missed the playoffs. Justin Herbert's number one. This is the crazy part, man. Justin Herbert has never won a playoff game. Why is he in your top 5? Top 5 what? Being overrated? Top 5 what? Can't get it done in the playoffs? Top 5 what? And what? Top 5 what? He's a choke artist. He can't even win a playoff game. He played against an injury-prone Houston Texans team, and he couldn't even win that one. He played against Trevor Lawrence and lost. This is his second coach. And he stinks in the playoffs. I'm just saying, you put guys like Justin Herbert, you don't know football because that's a check. Regular season don't mean nothing. When it comes to playoff games, that's when it matters. But you got these idiots making quarterback lists, thinking they're experts on IG. I made a quarterback list. Oh, you did? Stick your finger in your nose again, little goofball. And take that quarterback list and throw that in the garbage along with your horrible takes. If you don't got Jalen in your top 5, you don't know ball. You don't. You don't know ball. Go ahead and just go back to Minecraft. Go back and play Madden. And pretend Justin Herbert can actually win a playoff game. Because that's the only time he will ever win a playoff game is in Madden. You don't know ball. You don't know football. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP. And he's outplayed the best quarterback in the NFL. Why is Josh Allen can't get there? Why is Mahomes always there? If he's so great, why these quarterbacks struggle to get there? Because they don't care about, at this point, it used to be about wins. It used to be about wins. And now it's about, well, who can give us the bigger stats? Who has the bigger arm? Like Jeff George would be in the top 5 if they could rank them over and over again. And they would somehow put Jeff George and Dan Marino above Joe Montana. Even though Joe Montana's won Super Bowls, they're going to try to compare these two to Joe Montana. That's stupid. If they had their way, Steve Young right now wouldn't even be a top 5 quarterback. You want to know why? Because he only has 1 Super Bowl, but they're going to look at guys like Dan Marino, and they're going to go look at guys like, I don't know, Jeff George, and all these guys that don't even deserve to be in the same category. Dan Marino may be the only one. But there's other guys that they will put above them. They could go back and do quarterback lists. Oh, they would be disrespecting Steve Young like crazy. But see, back then they have technology like we do now. But I'm sure they would have put a guy like Jeff George, because he's a big arm. And he stinks in the playoffs. But Jeff George, because he's a big arm, he's better than Steve Young. Huh? Jeff George is better than Steve Young. Why do you say that? Because he's better because he's a big arm, right? Because that's the only reason why Herbert's in the top 5, right? Because he's a bigger arm than Jalen Hurts, right? You fucking clowns don't know football. That's like saying Jeff George is better because he's a bigger arm. Who fucking cares? I thought it was about production. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm sure they would put guys like Jeff George and who the other guy? Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf above these other quarterbacks because they got big arms, right? Come on, man. Stop. That's what I hear when I hear Justin Herbert. A Jeff George. Come on, man. It's stupid, man. It's dumb and it's ridiculous. Y'all just putting any quarterback above Jalen at this point. You're putting guys like Bo Nix, a rookie. Had a good rookie year. But what? Come on, man. Stop it. You hate him. Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback, man. There's no discussions about it. I'm not arguing with people about it, man. If you still got a problem with Jalen Hurts, that's a you problem. Cry me a river. Because Jalen Hurts is still a Super Bowl MVP. Well, he don't deserve it. Too bad. Life is rough. He did deserve it. He had a triple-digit passing rating. And he outplayed Mahomes. Something Brock Purdy couldn't do. Lamar can't even get there, so we ain't even going to put him in the conversation. He shut down a three-peat that no one else could do. No one else could stop it. Because if that was the case, he wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl. But yet, the quarterbacks that you put above Jalen Hurts, that you so-called say they're better, right? Guys like Herbert, C.J. Stroud, Josh Allen, Lamar, Burrow. They weren't even able to stop Mahomes from going and potentially three-peating. So why couldn't Jalen Hurts, if he's so bad, why did he beat Mahomes and outplay him? Just say you don't know football. Because like I said, Justin Herbert is like comparing Jeff George and saying he has a better arm, so he's better than Steve Young. Because remember, Steve Young didn't have a big arm. But it's all right. Steve Young won a Super Bowl. He was Super Bowl MVP. But Jeff George, look at him. Oh, look at how big arm he looks. You sound stupid. Yeah, that's why I think of Justin Herbert when I hear Jeff George. A Jeff George, a big arm quarterback. Congratulations. He can't win a playoff game. Nobody cares. Who's this Manano GG? Who is this clown, man? Get him off my fucking page. Send him to the timeout chair. Renato's your uncle. You know who's your uncle? The timeout chair. Get him up out of here. Got time for that. Go somewhere else where you can actually troll. Get up out of here. Now, Renato, your ass off my chat. To the timeout chair. You go. Jabroni. Jalen Hurts after a TD. That's what the fuck I do. Exactly. Shout to Bobby Murphy in the chat. We got, how many people got? We got 10 people in the chat. Hit the like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I keep hearing Jane Daniels in the new face of it. Yeah, it's stupid, bro. It's stupid. And I'm going to tell you right now, Jane Daniels ain't going to have the same year he has. They over there hyping Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel looked like a slut. Did you see how Deebo looked, bro? Deebo Samuel looks like Eddie Lacy Jr. running routes today. He's slow. He doesn't have it. The Commanders better pay the receiver, man. I'm telling you right now, they lose Terry McLaurin, they're done. They're done. They ain't going to have any weapons. You know, it is what it is. Jalen Hurts will lead the Eagles to a dynasty. I truly believe it. Why can't he? No other quarterback's going to be able to stop Mahomes. And Jalen Hurts owns Mahomes. I expect Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl every year. You want to know why? Who's stopping Jalen Hurts? Dak? Who? Tommy DeVito? Whatever quarterback? You got, and then you got the media hyping up the Giants defense, man. I mean, look, Abdul Carter is a great player. But can we pump the brakes? Can we pump the brakes? My God, we haven't seen them play out in the first. They haven't even played a team yet. And you're overhyping them. I remember, was it 2 years ago when they traded for Isaiah Simmons? And everybody was hyping the Giants up. Hell, I remember when they got Brian Burns. Yet they didn't do nothing. Their offensive line is trash. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The Giants, I don't think they're going to win more than 4 games. I don't. I think the Giants are going to be last place. Yeah, their defense might be better, but their offensive line is garbage. It's drafting Joe Shane don't know what he's doing. He don't. He drafting the defensive end when you already got 2 on your roster. You got no offensive line to protect your quarterback. You got a statue Russell Wilson, a trash Jameis Winston, a bum Tommy DeVito, and a Jackson Dart, who's another, in my opinion, another version of who the Jets quarterback was when they drafted him, and it's Zach Wilson or Paxton Lynch. I'm just saying. Russell Wilson's washed. Yeah, he stinks. I ain't able to worry about Russell Wilson. Now this is football talk, not robots. Yeah, the dude's weirdo. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Jalen Hurts has been to a Super Bowl twice. Why can't these quarterbacks? If these quarterbacks are so elite, then why can't they get there? Why can't they get there? Why is it Justin Herbert is still struggling to get there? He has no receivers. Stop it. He's a elite quarterback, right? He don't need all that, right? Because Jalen Hurts ain't elite, according to y'all. So stop making excuses. He's elite. He's top 5. He don't need what Jalen Hurts has. He should be better. You throw that at them, they can't come over, come back. Well, you don't think here's the people in the cop, the haters of Jalen Hurts. Well, if Justin Herbert had the exact same well, no. Justin Herbert's elite. I'm sorry. He don't need all that then. He should be able to win a playoff game. Right? Right? Because he's elite. He's top 5. He's top 2. He's the best quarterback. Oh, he isn't then. Oh, so he is an elite. Oh, okay. Right? Because he shouldn't be able to have all this talent. He should be able to win without it, right? If he's so good. Huh? The narrative makes no sense. They keep saying, well, you put Lamar Jackson in the Eagles offense. You put Josh Allen in the Eagles offense. Well, hold up. Why do they need all that? If they're so elite, like you say they are, CJ Strouds, all these guys that you put above my quarterback, then they don't need all that. Joe Burrow's so fucking good. Then how come he can't win like last year? If he's so good. I hear excuses, man. if he's elite or he's really not that elite like you think he is, if he needs all these weapons. Because when it's my quarterback, y'all say he's being carried. He's been carried, according to y'all. But you think that he needs all the other quarterbacks. You want him to have all of this that Jalen has. Well, do they need to be carried or are they top 5? You can't have it both ways. Either elite or they need to be carried. Which one is it? Does Justin Herbert need Jalen Hurts' weapons to win? Does he need to be carried? Then you cannot say he's better than Jalen. If he needs all those weapons that Jalen supposedly needs. I'm just saying. Because the narrative makes no sense. So is he elite or does he need to be carried? And that's the narrative. And I think it's bogus too. Because I think every quarterback needs weapons. But I'm just using what they're using on my quarterback. Is Jalen Hurts elite or is he being carried? Was Saquon Barkley washed when we signed him? Because I can recall, I counted how many Giant fans came on to me telling me he was going to last 6 games. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. Y'all told me that. I could swore the NFL was saying Saquon Barkley was going to have a Christian McCaffrey impact. Guys said Nick Wright, all these other guys. If they're so elite, they don't need a Saquon Barkley. Why do they need Jalen Hurts' weapons to win? Then they're not better than Jalen. Then your whole narrative is stupid. And I think the narrative is stupid because it shouldn't be the fact that I think every quarterback should have weapons. But if you need Jalen Hurts weapons, but yet you say they're better than Jalen, and you want to take away from what he did, come on. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? We talking football? We talking dumb and stupid? Are we talking football? We talking delusion? Are we talking opinion and narratives? Are we just throwing opinions out there? Are we hoping something sticks? If you're not going to sit there and say Jalen's elite, stop putting these other guys above him. Because if you sit there and tell me, well, Lamar needs all these weapons. No, Lamar don't. Lamar's elite. According to y'all, he's top 5, he's top 2. Hell, I seen him top 1. How? The biggest choke artist in the game right now. How is Patrick? And then it's another thing, man. Listen, I hate Patrick Mahomes. And the reason why I hate him is because of Andy Reid. I'll tell you about I don't hate Patrick Mahomes. I hate the fact he begs for flags. But the fact that he's not even the top 5 quarterback anymore, after one loss of the Super Bowl, and mind you, he lost to the team with the quarterback that played him. There's been no reason why he shouldn't be even not in those top 5 lists. Christians even have him in the top 5. I've seen people mark Patrick Mahomes after top 5. Really? Like, what? What is going on? Like, bro, I swear to God, they would put guys like Jeff George, guys like Neil O'Donnell. Who's that Charger quarterback in the 90s, man? Was it Sam Humphrey? Stan Humphrey? They put guys like Stan Humphrey and Neil O'Donnell if they could go back and make a quarterback list, and they put guys like Steve Young out the top 5 because they don't have the big passing completions. They put guys like Jeff George and Dan Marino and Stan Humphries and, who else? Who's the other one? Neil O'Donnell. And they'll leave Steve Young out the list, even though he won a Super Bowl. Because Because that's what I look like. That I swear, these people, if they had internet back then, the list would be nonsense. You would have guys like Jeff George above Steve Young and shit. Why? Because he's a big arm. Okay, does he win? No. Oh, okay. But he's a big arm, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Your team won the bowl, not you, clown. Not on takes you seriously. First of all, man, learn how to fucking spell. Okay, I don't know what Grammy you came from, but clearly it's a third grade level. Okay, second of all, if Hurts got carried, how come when he needed to throw the ball, he threw the ball? If Hurts got carried, then how come he got to the Super Bowl in 2022? Did he get carried then? So you're telling me that he's been carried in two different franchises? Have a seat. You're probably like 10 years old, and you don't know how to spell. Your team won a Super Bowl, not you, clown. No on takes. What the fuck is you saying? What I need you to do, since you're in here, retype that sentence so I can understand it. Because my God, that sounds like a fourth grader writing. Fourth grader typing it. A fourth grader. You clearly have a fourth grade level. A fourth grade IQ. Because that was bad, bro. And if he got carried, like you say he was, well, how come he didn't get carried? Well, if he got carried, then they wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. Because he threw the ball and he shut down the running game. So when did he get carried in the Super Bowl? I want to know. Because Saquon Barkley didn't have that impact like everybody thought he would. They shut him down. He had what, 35 yards? That's it? 35 yards on the ground and one completion in the air, which was Jalen, by the way. But yeah, he got carried. Learn football. Let me tell you something. If that's the case, Troy Aikman got carried. Joe Montana got carried. All you good quarterbacks that in the NFL that you watch growing up probably been carried. Joe Montana got carried. Steve Young got carried. He had Ricky Waters. Joe Montana had Jerry Rice. Joe Montana had Roger Craig. Joe Montana had Dallas Clark. He had one of the greatest offensive line, a greatest head coach, Hall of Fame, Bill Walsh, elite defense. Was he carried? Was Troy Aikman carried with the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s when he had M. Smith, Harper, Michael Irvin? Oh, by the way, that elite defense that they had? How about John Elway? Was he carried? With Terrell Davis, Shannon Sharp? Was Terry Bradshaw carried? Go have a seat, bro. Because every quarterback that you say get carried, because we can talk about every quarterback that's been carried. Tom Brady was carried, if you want to say that. Was he not in Tampa Bay? What about the New England Patriots? Was he not carried then? Especially that 2001. How about Kurt Warner? Was he not carried? With Torrey Holt? Marshall Falk? You want to go down that route? We can. I can name you every quarterback that got carried. Don't do it. He talking about Eagle fans soft. No, you're a fucking idiot. That's just the difference. You got exposed. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm proving how stupid and ignorant you sound. Go ahead and put him in timeout now. Go ahead and put that troll in timeout. Send him to the timeout chair. Thank you for being a dumbass. We appreciate you coming on. Now you can sit in timeout. Get him up out of here. Send him to the timeout chair. Yep, get him up out of here. stupid ass fucking trolls, man. That was a stupid comment, bro. Because we can name every quarterback that's been carried. That's the case. So Dan Marino was carried? No, I'm sorry. Not Dan Marino wasn't carried. Steve Young was carried. Right? Jerry Rice. Who was the other receiver? You want to keep going? Makes no sense, bro. Stop trying to deny a quarterback because you don't like him. Or you have an issue with him. Because you're some goofball that just be hated. You hate her. All those quarterbacks that you loved growing up in the 90s, the 80s, were carried, supposedly, according to you. Joe Montana shouldn't even be in this Hall of Fame if that's the case, right? He was carried. I didn't see Joe Montana win a Super Bowl without Jerry Rice. I didn't see Troy Aikman not win a Super Bowl without Michael Irvin. That's dumb shit I don't get, man. John Taylor. Sorry, my mom had to literally drag the cat because the cat won't leave my room. Because, my other cat wants to come over here, but I have a cat, unfortunately, the white one. The one that yells in my live streams. You'll hear him in a second. But yeah, each one you muted. I know. My mom had to get the cat out the room. So yeah. That's like someone saying people get an Oscar for doing nothing. Yeah, exactly. It's just people don't know what they talk about. They don't know what they talk about. They say Jalen Hurts is carried. Okay, well, Joe Montana was carried. Steve Young was carried. Like John Elway was carried. All those Hall of Fame quarterbacks would not be in the Hall of Fame if it wasn't for the talent around them. I mean, come on. I'm muted? No, I'm not. I shouldn't be. I'm not muted. You still can hear me. Shh. Go. Come on. Shh. See? Call him Crybaby. That's what his name is. All right, Crybaby. That's like someone saying people, people just idiots. The guy called me soft, but he don't know what he's talking about. I mean, they love saying Jalen Hurts is carried. Okay. Well, Troy Aikman was carried then. Like, we can go down the list. I think your cat is hungry. My cat has food. He wants attention. I'm supposed to be playing with him. I'll play with him in a second. I'll play with him when I get off live. I always play with him. But I'll be playing with him when I get off live. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking with y'all right now. He can survive. He won't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? He got food. He got water. That bitch needs a time so he can go learn how to spell. Oh my God. He had like a 4th grade vocabulary. He called me a clown, but he couldn't even spell for sure. Then he called me Eagle fans are soft. No, bro, you just ignorant. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He told me Eagle fans are soft as fuck. It's like, no, you're just stupid. You saying Jim is carried because you listen to ESPN, you think you're suddenly smart. Come on, man. Anybody think that is just an idiot. Yeah, those guys were carried. Brad Johnson was carried. But that's not Jalen. Okay. All right. Brad Johnson was an absolute guy who got carried. Okay. Joe Flacco was carried, but you can't say Jalen was carried when he's taking two different franchises to the Super Bowl. Okay, it's not like Jalen's never been to a Super Bowl. This is not his first time. He's been there 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is still trying to get there. And Jalen's been there 2 times. He's won one and lost one. Eli Manning's won 2 Super Bowls. Exactly. Was he carried? Well, it is what it is. People love to say Jalen was carried. Okay. But that could be any quarterback. Because every quarterback. Was Brett Favre carried? Look, I'm telling you, he had. Like, the list goes on. So it is what it is. Go lay down. Come on. Lay down. Brock Purdy and Mahomes in the 2019 were carried. Brock Purdy's a bum. That dude with definition of getting carried. You know what I'm saying? And people want to compare him. And you know, I hate that one Eagle YouTuber that keeps on. You know, I don't bash a lot of Eagle fans, but this one Eagle YouTuber, you know, he over there on IG talk about. He talk about, well, if you like Jalen Hurts, you should like Brock Purdy. Bro, Jalen Hurts is 10 times better than Brock Purdy's will ever be. Come on, man. What did we talk about? Brock Purdy had one of the worst Super Bowl statistics in the game as the quarterback versus Mahomes. Stop trying to put me in your quarterback. Especially an Eagle fan saying that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's this guy's name? MJ or something like that, bro? I don't even watch this shit, but when he said that, it's like, bro, are you serious right now? Like Brock Purdy's not on the same, not even on the level of Jalen, bro. Go sit down. I don't know who came up with that idea thinking Brock Purdy's on the same level. They're not even, first of all, they're 2 different quarterbacks. One's a definition of a statue, and the other one has mobility and is a dual threat. Okay? And second of all, Jalen's been to 2 Super Bowls and Brock Purdy's been to 1. How the fuck are they the same? One's actually outperformed the other quarterback, and the other one came and outperformed Patrick Mahomes. And Jalen's outperformed him twice. Come on, man. Get out of here with that. That's just stupid. That's stupid, man. Then I was on Bird Game 30 Live, 31. Shout to him, but you know he has MJ on, and you know this guy over there talking about Jordan Davis has lived up to the 13th pick. Well, Jordan Davis. Let me remind everybody this, man. I'll say this one more time for everybody who don't know football, because clearly you've been listening to much John McMullen. Okay, Jordan Davis is not going to give you 15, 16 sacks, and if you think he's going to, or he needs to, that's not why the Eagles drafted him. The Eagles drafted him to stop the run. That's exactly why they drafted him. You don't believe me? Go watch his Georgia tape. The man was never a guy who rushed the passer. That was in his game. He was a guy that would shut down the run and would clog up the hole. He was a Vince. He's what a Vince Wilfork was for the Patriots, man. So everybody thinking Jordan Davis ain't worth the pick. I mean, he's done his job. You know, so everybody thinks that he needs to live up to being a passer. And these guys just don't know football. Just be saying anything. You know, well, Joe Davis is a bum. He's a bust. How's he a bust? Jordan Davis has done his job. Well, he's not. He don't sack the quarterback. Well, that's because he's not a quarterback he's not a pass rusher that sacks the quarterback. That's not his position. He was never that guy. Okay? Learn positions. Even in Georgia, he didn't play most of the snaps. That was one of the big issues of why that people passed up on him in the draft for. So again, I mean, it's crazy how many people don't know the position. You know, Jalen Carter was a premier pass rusher.
Jordan Davis is not. And I don't know why people can't seem to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like the positions of football mean something. Learn them. You know? Like they keep on saying Jordan Davis has lived up to the 13th pick. I mean, he's won a Super Bowl. He's shut down the running game. You know what I'm saying? And, he's done his job for what he's supposed to be doing. Could he done more? Absolutely. Did he be better in shape? Yeah. That's the only question about him is he needs to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Go sit down. You know. Come on, chill out. Come on. Go lay down. Come on, go lay down. Jesus Christ. Come on. All the quarterback needs is weapons. That's the truth. Every quarterback needs weapons. But it's like, who's your GM? You know what I'm saying? Every quarterback, I agree, needs weapons. But at the same time, if you're going to sit there and say my quarterback is only winning because of weapons around him, and he has nothing to do with winning the Super Bowl, like people act like Jalen Hurts just got carried the whole time. Like he didn't do nothing. And that to me is so disrespectful. Because what is the best thing about a quarterback that you would want in his franchise quarterback? Yeah, the arm talent maybe. All that. It's switching up plays and understanding where the pressure is coming from. And he was one of the best at doing it. And people don't give him credit for it because this was his first time actually being under center and single calling the things he sees. And he did well for it, especially in the playoffs. You saw him switch up the plays when he needed to. He was in a huddle every time he saw something. Let's cross this out. Let's do this. He got better at understanding where the pressure was coming from and diagnosing it. And they don't give him credit for that. Because what was Tom Brady's best thing about him? He was able to switch the plays when he needed to and adjust. For example, Kurt Warner and the Rams, they were talented. But you know why they lost? Because Tom Brady had the smarts to understand where the pressure was coming from. I was watching the what was it? The Rams, the 2000 Rams, they're known as the greatest show on turf, with Dick Vermeil, Kurt Warner, and they had a great offense coordinator too. And that Patriots Super Bowl, they didn't take them seriously. They thought they were going to walk in there and beat them. And they found out the hard way because you could never take a team lightly. And they did that. You know what I'm saying? And the Patriots won the game. But I heard them, they were like, well, yeah, they won the game, but they weren't the better team. Well, they were the better team because they beat you. They knocked off the best offense that's ever been established in football. So they were. But it's like you can see how jealous they were still about the fact that they lost. And they lost because they had a guy on the other side that was not the best when it comes to the offense, but he took what the defense gave him, and he was smart and made good decision making. You know what I'm saying? If Jalen Hurts ain't elite, you can't say Joe Burrow isn't. If Jalen Hurts ain't elite, if Jalen Hurts ain't elite, you could say Joe Burrow isn't elite either. No, exactly. Yeah, I agree. JD needs to stay healthy. That's it. Who, Jane Daniels? No, I agree. But like I said, back to what Jordan Davis was. No, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Jalen Hurts. People don't even give him credit for is the fact that he was able to diagnose the signals. And I watched Lamar can't do it. Josh Allen struggled. I mean, that last play where everybody wants to blame the tight end for, the tight end for the drop with the Bills game. If Josh Allen saw the blitz and was able to do what Jalen did, that they don't want to give him credit for, he would have had a wide open guy on the other side. I keep saying it. Go back and watch the play. The last play, there was a guy wide open, and all he had to do was know where the blitz was coming from and switched up so that blitz could get, blocked, or he could add protection on that side. And they blitzed him. And he had to throw it away and hope a hero ball and somehow the tight end can make that catch. He had to throw a hero ball and a prayer and hope that tight end could catch. All he had to do was look and see there was a blitz coming from Spags and diagnose it and switch up the play and make sure that protection is on that side. And he couldn't even do it. Jalen Hurts was able to understand where the blitz was coming from. Was able to pick it. He was able to pick his battles. He knew where the plays were coming from, where the pressure was coming from. And he was able to change the play call at the huddle, understand where the pressure was coming from, and know where the ball needs to go. He was one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the playoffs. The most accurate quarterback in the playoffs. He didn't throw no interceptions. And he beat arguably the best quarterback that I think is a Hall of Famer in Matthew Stafford. He's beaten Jordan Love, and he outplayed Patrick Mahomes. I don't know what you want me to say. What do you want me to say? How can you sit there and say that Jalen Hurts don't get credit for that? Because I'm pretty sure a quarterback is the most important position. And the quarterback, what is the number one thing that quarterbacks struggle, that a lot of quarterbacks don't have? And that is smarts, intelligence, understand where the pressure is coming from. And Jalen knew and understood that. Where I saw Josh Allen couldn't do that. Lamar couldn't do that. Justin Herbert came to do that. C.J. Stroud couldn't even do that. The only two quarterbacks that could do that, only one quarterback that was able to do that was Jalen. And maybe Mahomes. And maybe Brady. Those are the three. That's why I'm saying these quarterbacks won't go far until they learn how to pick up a blitz. Because what did they bash Jalen in 2023 about? He can't read a blitz. Okay. Well, in 2024, he was able to do that. And he's starting to understand the game more. And he's only 26 years old. And he's understanding how to pick up a blitz, being the single caller, and know where the ball needs to go, where he has to throw it. He knows how to put it in the right situation. He makes sure he was accurate. He didn't overthrow it. He didn't throw an interception. He was very poised with his decision making. And that is something I would take any day over a guy who has a big arm, can throw for 4,000 yards, 4K stat passing yards. Because when it comes to playing elite defenses, I don't see Lamar in the Super Bowl. I don't see Josh Allen in the Super Bowl. You want to know why? Because when they have to go against elite defense corners like Spags, they're done. They're done. Lamar has no good decision making. And he's always throwing bad passes. You saw it against Vic Fangio when he played against the Eagles. How many times he tried to force the ball? He starts getting into panic mode. And he looks like he gets rattled. And you see with Josh Allen, where if you can get pressure on him, he makes bonehead decisions. These quarterbacks don't have what Jalen Hurts has, man. And that's understanding how to process the game and making it simple, piece by piece by piece. So when I hear people say Jalen Hurts don't deserve Super Bowl MVP or he was carried, well, you're a fucking idiot. Because some of these runs that Saquon was running was because of Jalen. And what I mean is he was able to understand where the pressure was coming from. Because according to Kellen Moore, what did he say Jalen had the choice of? Either throwing the ball, running the ball. He has ultimate control of where the ball goes. And he understood that I don't need to throw it all the time. Send it to the running back. And he made good decisions in making sure the defense was fooled and never, ever getting the exact moment to stop a play. Jalen Hurts was a great decision maker, man. He made smart decisions with the football, and he didn't turn over the ball, and that's all I can ask. So I don't care what these Bulls have to say. He's top two in my opinion. You could throw Lamar and shove that up your ass, man. Because when Lamar had to win in the big games, and his decision making wasn't there, well, Jalen Hurts' decision making was there. If Lamar had to go against Sean McVay, I think we were lost. I don't think we go to the Super Bowl with Lamar. And it's nothing to do with his talent. Great talented quarterback. It's his decision making. He gets flustered. He's not poised. And he throws bad balls that don't need to be thrown. And he reminds me a lot like Donovan McNabb. And speaking of Don McNabb, I went to sleep. I woke up because the Eagles, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because I put some Eagles classes trying to get some sleep. And lo and behold, I'm watching Don McNabb going back to my early childhood in 2002. So one of the dumbest, the stupidest decision picks I've ever seen in my lifetime. And I sit back and say, thank God we don't have a quarterback like that. Thank God I don't have a Lamar on my team anymore. Thank God I don't have a Josh Allen. Because we had that. Thank goodness I could sit back and say, I got a smart, intelligent quarterback that's not going to throw in bonehead interceptions. Because that McNabb pick that Ronnie Barber picked off, that was a bad throw. It was not a good placement at all. He threw it right to him. And when I see Lamar, I see McNabb. I see a guy that can't get it done. I see a guy that chokes in big games. And I see a guy that has all this talent, makes all these – because McNabb had flashy plays. Make anything with his legs, but he had no good decision-making. And that's why we couldn't win those Super Bowls with McNabb. And part of it was also – most of it was Andy Reid too. Because Andy Reid kept on throwing the ball when he didn't need to. But McNabb, his decision-making was horrible. It wasn't good. Especially in playoff games. His decision-making was terrible. And that's why we didn't win those Super Bowls with McNabb. Part of it was, like I said, main part was Andy Reid too. You know your quarterback is not a good decision-maker, yet you throw the ball. Why? And that's what I like about Nick Sirianni. He understood he needed to run the ball. What did Andy Reid go back to in the Super Bowl? You saw the same Andy Reid that I saw in Philadelphia. The dumb look on his face. Don't know what he's doing. But out here just trying to throw up shit, hoping it sticks. You know what I'm saying? But everybody would tell me McNabb is he's such a elite quarterback. No, he wasn't. He was a choke artist. And his decision-making was garbage. Yes, he made some great plays with his feet. Yes, there were some plays where he rolled out. That play we made against the Cowboys when he rolled out and found Freddie Mitchell. Okay, cool. But then when you came to big playoff games, like the Buccaneers game in 2002, and you're throwing it right to Ronnie Barber, or you're in 2008 against the Cardinals, and you're throwing picks left and right, and you're throwing balls in the dirt, or even 0-4 in the Super Bowl, and you're throwing the balls right to defenders. I can't sit there and say McNabb was so special. Well, yeah, he had special ability, but his decision making did not live up to what we thought it would be. And I'll tell you one thing. Give me Jalen Hurts over McNabb any day. Give me Jalen Hurts over any other quarterback, because I haven't seen Randall Cunningham, but you know, giving me over Carson Wentz, because Josh Allen is Carson Wentz. You wanted Josh Allen? Well, that's Carson Wentz, and he didn't work out. Fragile. Chokes in big games. The only difference between Josh Allen is he wins playoff games. But that's it. Makes these big plays. You're like, wow. And then he makes these dumb decision making. Stupid, low IQ throws. Lamar is a Donovan McNabb. Great ability to escape out of pocket when he needs to. Makes flashy plays like, wow. But when it comes to decision making, he's terrible. So no, I'll say it again. I would not have a Lamar on my team. I would not like that. Lamar would never win a Super Bowl with the Eagles because his decision making is Don McNabb. We would be going out playoff after playoff game. We'd be watching other teams advance over us that are not favorites to beat us because we got a quarterback. Yeah, he makes these ability moves, and look how special he looks and his ability to run. But when it comes to decision making, and understand where the defense and the pressure is, and when you play against an elite defense coordinator, you saw what Lamar was. Looking average. Looking like he didn't know what he was doing. Looking like a rookie. Looked like he couldn't process a simple defense. But they want to get on Jalen Hurts' case. Well, he can't beat Todd Bowles. No, but he can beat Spags. And I don't know, Lamar can beat Todd Bowles. Lamar can't even beat the elite defense coordinator because he can't get over the hump. Neither can Josh Allen. But remember, they love these flashy quarterbacks, man. But do these quarterbacks have good decision making? No. So give me the guy who has the less big arm, but the better decision making. Because that will win me championships every time. The guy that will have maybe a not a bigger arm, but will have accuracy, good decision making, and understand the game. But won't put up these crazy amounts. Give me that quarterback any day. Because I had that quarterback. And that quarterback got beat by Nick Foles. I had a Lamar Jackson. I had Donovan McNabb. And how many times we bounced out that playoff game? The Buccaneers game. That was Lamar Jackson this past year. Throwing picks when you didn't need to. And by the way, seeing that fucking game made me fucking even more mad. How much I really, really don't like McNabb at all. I mean, you should have saw my eyes. When I saw that interception, him throwing it to Rondé Barber, oh my God, like bro, I was going like that. I was going like, this guy fucking sucks. Like bro, I literally was cursing. Like I could have swore I was watching it live. Because I was as a little kid. But just watching the game just pissed me off more. His decision making wasn't good. And that's what Jalen Hurts has that these guys don't have. That's what he has that McNabb didn't have. Lamar don't have. Justin Herbert don't have. Is the decision making. Can you make good decisions? I don't care how many stats you got. I don't care how many Pro Bowls you got. I don't care how many MVPs you got. Are you good at making decisions when you need that ball in your hands? When you have a great defense corner like Spags, or you got a great defense coordinators that are going to game plan for you? Because in the playoffs, you don't get cupcake defense coordinators. You're not playing the Browns. You're not playing the Bengals. You're playing guys like the Kansas City Chiefs, the big boys. When you're in the NFC East, you're playing guys like the Green Bay Packers. You're playing guys like Sean McVay. And I got a quarterback that understood that. I'm sorry. So when people tell me, would you? So Chandler, you got a call from the Buffalo Bills, and they said they will trade you, Josh. No, I would hang up the phone immediately because Josh Allen already had that, and Carson Wentz. How many Super Bowls did I win with him? I'll wait. Not many. And I watched him in Buffalo. He came and win in Buffalo. What the hell do you think he's going to do in Philadelphia? Yeah, he'll have 4K yards. Maybe have a better passing rating. He might have a better passing rating than Jalen. But I'll watch Jalen Hurts go to another team and take him to a Super Bowl. And I'll watch my quarterback that supposedly that I traded for, that you say was better, stick it up in the playoffs. I don't care about regular season stats. Give me the smarts any day over the big arm. Just simple as that. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in Eagles. I think so. I mean, I think he already is. Anybody puts McNabb. McNabb's a choke artist, man. Again, if you want a McNabb, just look at Lamar Jackson. That's all you got to look at is Lamar Jackson. And the only thing McNabb has over Lamar is just a Super Bowl appearance. But he lost that. That's the only thing that Lamar doesn't have. That's the only reason why he's not even on. Why I can't really say he's Don McNabb for real because he hasn't made it to a Super Bowl. When he does, he'll lose it. Especially if he plays against us. He'll definitely lose it. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I would not take a Lamar over Jalen. Any day I would not take a Lamar over Jalen. I wouldn't even take him 2 years ago over Jalen. Because I knew who the quarterback was. We had him in Philadelphia. His name is McNabb. Number 5. The guy that made bad decisions in big games. No, I'm good. Give me the quarterback that's going to make better decisions with less arm. Thank you. Eagles will repeat a Super Bowl champ. Yeah, because we got a smart quarterback. As long as I have Jalen Hurts on my team, I know I'm going to the Super Bowl. That is my expectations every year. If you're a Ravens fan, you hope you're going to the Super Bowl, but you can't count on your quarterback to get there. If you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you're hopeful that Josh Allen can get you there, but you know deep down he can't get you there. Now, Bengal fans, they know Joe Burrow can get there because he's done. Chief fans, they already know who their quarterback is. They know Mahomes can get there because he's done it and he's won it. Brock Purdy, they know Brock Purdy can get there, but he needs everything around him to get there. But they know 49 fans know they can get there. I don't think Raven fans even know if Lamar can get there. And if they do, then tell me how. Because he's 29 years old. I'm sorry, he's 28, going to be 29. And he can't even get to the dance. Him and Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. They're so-called greats. C.J. Stroud will get there before them. And that's the truth. Joe Burrow will be in another Super Bowl before they do. And that's a fact. Well, probably not because the Cincinnati Bengals. Bro, they can't even sign the first-round pick, man. There's rumors that Shamar Stewart might get redrafted. Like, bro, you can't even sign your first-round pick. They're handicapped, unfortunately. Lamar Jackson's a choker. Lamar Jackson choked the rest of the Bills, threw an interception, and fumbled. If it wasn't for those 2 turnovers, the Ravens and AFC Championship games. Yeah. Sounds like a familiar face to me. You know what I'm saying? Sounds like a familiar face to me in 04, 02, 01. And listen, McNabb was a great talent. He made some incredible throws, had some great runs. But when he had to go against the real defensive coordinators, he struggled. Like Bill Belichick. You know why John Gruden beat McNabb? I'm going to tell you why. Because John Gruden knew who McNabb was. If you remember, John Gruden was our offensive coordinator. And I believe that he was I don't know. Was he with McNabb? I think he left early. But he's seen quarterbacks like that. So he knew exactly how to get to McNabb. John Gruden knew exactly how to beat McNabb and beat the Eagle offense. Shut down that running game, which Andy Reid never ran the ball anyway. So pretty much just shut down McNabb. Take away his legs. Make him have to throw the ball and disguise blitzes, disguise coverages, and run the ball. Because they knew our defense, our front four couldn't stop the run for shit that year. The only bright spot about our team was our defense. We had a quarterback they knew deep down could not make great decisions. But was, that is what, and John Gruden knew that. McNabb made it to the biggest game and can't win it. No. And that's why I hate him and Andy Reid with a passion. Everybody wants to respect Andy Reid. Fuck, dude. Like, bro, you only went there to Kansas City and now you start winning Super Bowls, man. It took you how many years to win a Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? And it's a slap in the face to Philly fans, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Trevor Lawrence really got to step up when you have Travis Hunter on one side and BJ on the other side. But that's another quarterback, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know who Trevor Lawrence is, dude. But he beat Justin Herbert at least. He beat Justin Herbert. Hold up. He beat Justin Herbert. So, I mean, he's already won playoff game. He's done more than Justin Herbert has. But he's another quarterback, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got that guy, bro. We'll see, though. Trevor Lawrence has no excuse this year. Mr. Sunshine, Mr. Going to be the next Peyton Manning 2.0. That's what everybody was saying. He's going to be the next Peyton Manning. All right. Take away Mahomes, and I guarantee Andy Reid will be fired. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He didn't win shit with Alex Smith until he got Mahomes. Mahomes is making Andy Reid job safe, bro. Mahomes is a special quarterback. No question about it. Justin Herbert has never won a playoff game. People give him credit. Yeah, the excuses need to stop, man. It's fucking laughable. Well, it's not his fault. Then whose fucking fault is it? I'm sorry, 4 picks? Really? That's not his fault? All right. Everybody got some excuse, bro. But it is what it is, man. Jalen's the best quarterback in Eagles history. I agree. Who's better than him? I think he's the best quarterback in the NFL. I think the top 5 quarterbacks right now that I got is Mahomes, Hurts, Burrow, Lamar, and Allen. I don't got Justin Herbert in the top 5. I don't got Trevor Lawrence in the top 5. Not right now. I don't got Dak in top 5. I don't got Jaden Daniels in top 5. It's Mahomes, Hurts, Lamar, and Allen. I don't have Justin Herbert there. The fuck I have him for? He has not won a playoff game. Justin Herbert's the AFC Dak Prescott. No, he's worse than that. He's like the AFC version of Neil O'Donnell. He's the definition of a Neil O'Donnell. Maybe a Jeff Garcia. A Sam Humphrey. There we go. A Stan Humphrey from the Chargers. How about that one? Nah, Stan Humphrey is bums. I can't say Jim Kelly's been to the Super Bowl. Maybe a Tony Romo? I don't know. I gotta see what Jaden Daniels could do in the second year before I put him with him like that. People just want to overhype him. He had a good rookie year, but dude, he's not above my quarterback, man. Ain't no way. or is Kyler Murray more? Kyler Murray's a bum. Like, bro, that's another quarterback that getting so much respect over Jalen, man. The fucking people want to put Kyler Murray above. Kyler Murray's an absolute bum. He's an absolute bum. Like, dude, are you serious right now? Kyler Murray is such an overrated quarterback, dude. That man can't even see his receivers in the first place. And said, well, how's he better than Jalen? What does he do better than Jalen? What? What does he do? Runs like a short midget? What? He don't throw better than Jalen. He's not better passer than Jalen. He's not accurate as Jalen. He doesn't win like Jalen. What does he do better? Like, seriously, man. They're going to put guys like Kyler Murray above him. Like, get the fuck out of here. Kyler Murray's an absolute... come on, bro. Are you serious right now? One great year of Kyler Murray and that's it? Everything's been mostly mediocre from him. Yeah, he probably played better than Jalen Hurts and Call of Duty. That's the only thing he's better at. They want to tell me Kyler Murray, this one dummy on IG, I swear to God, man. Sit there and told me that, said on IG that Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Jalen. In what fucking world? In what world is Kyler Murray a better quarterback than Jalen? What? And what? And what are you seeing? Man, go ahead and somewhere else with that, bro. I'm trying to hear that. That man is not better than Jalen. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. Nobody's taking no Kyler Murray over no Jalen Hurts with anybody with a brain. Now, Pete Brains, maybe. Come on, man. Kyler Murray's an absolute overrated quarterback, dude. Stop it. One good year of production, and they want to run around here to like he's better than Jalen. Get the fuck out of here. I'll never, ever fix your lips like that and say that. Jalen is a Super Bowl MVP. Again, you can't even say Kyler Murray's even in the same category. He has to get to a Super Bowl and win one. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not putting anybody above. If you're not, listen, man. If you're not a Super Bowl champion, stop putting your quarterback above my quarterback. It's disrespectful. If you don't see your quarterback holding a Super Bowl MVP, stop putting your quarterback above my quarterback. There's no comparison. My quarterback has done more than your quarterback has ever done. There's no comparison. You can't compare nothing until your quarterback wins a Super Bowl MVP. You know what I'm saying? I think Cam Ward is over. Yeah, bro, they're already saying Cam Ward is already better than Jalen. Hey, dude, I don't care, man. I don't care, bro. Let them continue. All they're going to do is continue to put guys above them. And the funny thing is Jalen's going to beat every single one of them. He's going to beat Justin Herbert this year. I'm calling it. He's going to beat Josh Allen again. He's going to beat guys like, who else? He's probably going to beat guys like who else? I don't think we play C.J. Stroud. But if we do, he's going to beat him. He's going to beat Jared Goff. He's going to beat all these guys. And they're going to say, well, they don't have that much talent around him. It's so many fucking excuses, man. They're never going to give him his credit. He got to win at least 3 Super Bowls for them to even consider giving him his credit. And it's sad. You might see Jackson Dart. Who gives a fuck? He has no offensive line. Good luck with that. The Giants got no offensive line, 0 offensive line. I'm not scared of it. Dude, the Giants are going to be bad on the offensive line. They did not. I mean, what did they do? What did they do on the offensive line? They should have drafted that dude from that the Patriots drafted as their number 1 pick. They could, instead of getting Duke Carter, which they don't need, and that's why Joe Shane will be fired, because he's an absolute moron. They should have taken an offensive tackle with the first pick to get their offensive line fixed. You don't take an edge rusher when you just paid one, but then you go and you don't even improve on the weakness. That's why you can't win games. You need an offensive line to win. Yeah, you got defense, great and fine. How's you protecting your quarterback?
Or you think your quarterback's going to be running for his life? No, Giants should not draft a running back. They did. It didn't work out. They need to draft an offensive line. They need to draft offensive linemen until they can get it right. Giants have a brutal start. Yeah, I don't think they're going to win that many games, bro. I don't. I think the offensive line's going to be trash. I mean, dude, they didn't do nothing with the offensive line. They're overhyping Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter's about to be wasted. Yeah, they got great defense. That's great and fine. If you don't got an offensive line, see, this goes back to just football knowledge, man. And this is why I say there's a lot of people that just don't have the knowledge. Because great, you have a defense. I asked Mahomes, did he win the Super Bowl this year? I asked Joe Burrow, did that offensive line not protect him in the Super Bowl? Did he win? And Joe Burrow was only third. I mean, come on, bro. You can't win a Super Bowl, nor get to – I don't think you could get to a Super Bowl, especially if you got a rookie quarter. You need an offensive line, dude. So, again, you're going to get your quarterback killed. And if that's what they want to do, hey, it's all for it. Abdul Carter could be in Philly in a couple years. I'm not worried about Abdul Carter, bro. Abdul Carter's one player. Abdul Carter is one player. They should have drafted the dude from LSU. The same. My NFC record prediction: Philadelphia 15-2. Okay. Washington Cockroaches 11-6. I think the Commanders are gonna be last place. I think they're gonna be. I don't got the Commanders going 11-6. Okay, but let's keep going. New York Giants 6-11. Dallas Cowboys 5-20. No, the Cowboys are gonna be second place. I got the Cowboys going 11-6. I got the Commanders being third. Because, like, when I look at the Commanders, man, I ain't gonna lie to them. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think Debo's gonna be what everybody thinks he is. I mean, Debo Samuel looks like a stiff out there. Okay, he looks like an absolute Eddie Lacy Jr. trying to run routes. And I think as long as Dak is healthy, they're going to be in second place. You know, so one thing about Dak Prescott, he keeps the Cowboys in games. You can say whatever you want about him. He's not going to win a playoff game. He might not win a Super Bowl. He might not, but he'll definitely win. They'll be in second place behind us. It'll be the Eagles and Cowboys again. It's going to be Eagles and Cowboys. I think the Commanders are going to fall back in reality again. I think Adam Peters made no moves, really, not to really help Jaden Daniels around. They got a 31-year-old washed-up wide receiver / running back gadget that came in to run routes without eating a donut. Like, every time he runs around, like, put down the donuts, dude. You know, he's looking like a stiff out there. I was watching Debo Samuel. I'm like, is this Eddie Lacy Jr. or is this Debo Samuel? Debo Samuel is getting – it looked like he don't even – he's not even in shape. Everybody else is in shape. And they can't even pay their number one receiver. Terry McLaurin has not got a contract yet. I'm sorry. I mean, all those trades that you made, now you can't pay your number one guy. And that goes back to why Howard Roseman is one of the brilliant GMs in the NFL. And why he's one of the best GMs and why other guys can't do what Howard Roseman's doing. They try to trade for all these guys, but the value is not – they try to get all these value for these guys, and they get Larry Thompson. I mean, Commanders are spending money like it's water. They're like the New York Jets. There are the New York Jets in free agency. I'm telling you right now, they're the New York Jets in 2019. You remember when they got Le'Veon Bell, they got C.J. Moses. I'm telling you, that's what they're going to be, the New York Jets. Jaden Daniels will have a regress year because they did not build enough around him. They should have traded that second-round pick to go get Metcalf. Not to get a Debo Samuel. A Metcalf. Someone that can be an opposite of Terry McLaurin, that can have this big body frame that he can go to, like an A.J. Brown like he is in Philadelphia. You know, you got Devontae Smith on one side, you got A.J. Brown. Well, you got Terry McLaurin, who's like a Devontae Smith with speed and route running. You just need that complementary, and they didn't get that.
They got a Deebo Samuel who came and run routes. Say Deebo Samuel's running out of breath. It's the only thing he's running. He's running to the buffet chicken. He's running to KFC, Popeyes. He's not running to catch a ball. And when he is, he's slow. By then, the defender, wherever he had to pick, he looking like an Eddie Lacy out there, man. Just saying. So I got the Eagles and Cowboys in the fighting for the division. I think we're going to be 15-2. The Cowboys are going to be 11-6. I got Washington. Yeah, I got them tied with the Giants. Maybe in third place. They won't be in fourth, but they'll be in third. I think the Cowboys done a lot more than the Commanders did. The Cowboys, when they got George Pickens. The Commanders go out and get Deebo. Who do you think has a better? Who do you think made the better trade? Just saying. They did not do enough, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? If Terry gets traded, they fuck. They're not trading Terry. They trade Terry McLaurin. They're saying they're tanking. They're tanking for a number one receiver. That's the only thing I can think of. I've seen the clips that he runs slow and looks like he's out of shit. Dude, he stinks. Dude can't even run routes. He runs one straight line. That's it. It's not going to help when you got to go against elite corners like Cornell Mitchell. It's not going to help when you got nobody that could take the pressure off the Deebo. It only works when you got Terry McLaurin, and they don't have that. So they can't even say that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. We're gonna find out, though. But I got the Eagles and Cowboys fighting for division, man. I do. I got the Giants and the Commanders in third and fourth. Unfortunately, that's what I think. Adam Peters is shooting himself in the foot big time. He does. He definitely does suck it. Deebo sucks at man coverage. What do you mean? He's not a quarterback. He don't play man coverage. Are you talking about he sucks sucks against man coverage? Like when he has to go go against corners in man coverage? Yeah, when you put man on him, he can't do nothing. Deebo Samuel struggles when it's man coverage. Absolutely. When he has to catch a ball in man coverage, yeah, he struggles with that. Absolutely. Deebo Samuel can't run routes. It's all right, though. We're going to find out, though. You know what I'm saying? They better hope they sign Terry McLaurin. That's all I got to say, man. But your boy EC1, man, we've been here for a while. Hit that like button, subscribe. We got 3 people in chat, 13 likes. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. As always, fly goes fly. And I'm going to get up out of here. I got to do things pretty much. I got a video coming soon. I just don't know when I'm going to make it. When I get the time eventually, I eventually will make it. When I do, definitely will see the notifications, set your notifications. So you get all my content, all my live streams, everything like that. And yeah, go Birds, fly goes fly, and I'm out. Peace.